So I'll cut down all the trees, I'll level the land at the back, get some rollers on that, get some lights, maybe some type of indication for where they can land, because I know for a fact if they're able to land, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to go for a ride.
So I'm building a runway. No. Should I? Wouldn't it be cool? Having one land at the back, I'd be able to have like a review. UFO, TR3B review inside and out with aliens, right? Interview aliens, right? Yeah, okay. What's wrong with the moon? No, it's not because I can't use my telescope. It sure does look like it. I was almost embarrassed to show you, but I said I have to get it up to show people what I saw. And this is the moon last night. And look at the crazy waviness of the moon, how it's oscillating, and I can't focus in on the surface. You'll see later on, I believe there was snow higher up or ice crystals, which I don't understand because as much as winter is approaching, it still is not winter cold here right now. Anyways, well, Indian summer's on the way, so we should get a nice week of viewing, that's for sure. It's always nice to view, even in the winter, but it's colder. It's harder for me in the winter to view it because it's more like a job, right? In the summer, it's more pleasant because you're outside, sitting on a chair, whatever you want to set up behind your telescope, and you want to relax, and yeah, it's not quite like that. You know, all of you know that setting up a telescope is usually not relaxing. You're spending your time going left and right, up and down, changing batteries, changing the SD card, whatnot. So yeah, this is the moon's. Am I gonna say it? I turned it around. Yeah. So it's sort of the east side, right? Which is really not the east side, isn't it? The moon is turned around like sort of crazy, and you could see a nice Terminator line edge that I did want to show you. Hey, I filmed it with the P900 too before we go see me attempt with the P900 of Saturn, and everything was blurry. I also got a nice quick shot of Saturn. I didn't think it was going to be that good, actually. I was like really surprised, and maybe be able to show Saturn a bit more often. But I did want to get this up for you. Look at it; it's still beautiful to see, exactly what's going on. I mean, it's not quite as thick as a lunar wave, because usually lunar waves you'll get like one go by. In my case, anyways, I know Crow 777 caught one of the best ones that I've seen online, but this is different. It's just a wacky wave, right? It's all over the place. It looks like somebody disturbed the calm ocean on the moon. The last time I saw this, my friends, was when India supposedly crashed into the moon with their orbiter or whatever, probe, whatever they had going on. And when it crashed, this is what we could see, is this crazy oscillation on the moon. So I was looking at that. So that's why I took out the other devices too, the infrared, and now here the P900 to be able to show you how crazy the moon was. I was not able to film it, but again, the Terminator line's on the right. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys and I'm sorry, I said yesterday. No. This is the day before yesterday, my friends. I didn't get the video. It's like at midnight yesterday, yeah, but more of the day before. But yeah, make a long story short, yesterday it was too cloudy, but the moon still was similar placed, and of course the Terminator line moving along a lot more. But at this point, the oscillation that we're seeing is not something that I usually ever see on the moon, ever. It's like it's a very rare occasion. I literally could not film the moon right here. So let's go see some of the ice crystals or whatever the odd objects flying around the moon. So let's go see what all that fuzz is and what's going on. I know for a fact it's not bugs. We're approaching the winter here. It's not freezing, but the bugs are still very rare. And when you're looking at bugs in an infrared camera or any camera or snow, you could always tell the difference. For example, watch how everything is mostly going the same direction. When there's a gust of wind, you'll see everything spiral to the same side and end. So this is way, way high up. Obviously, I'm looking with the light of the moon, seeing what's going on. And there's definitely something going by. No, they're not meteors, that's for sure, because they're flailing around like little weightless objects. Could be ice crystals or whatever, It always comes down to, bugs. No, they're not bugs. It's easy to prove the difference also, And this winter, when it's minus 40 degrees, well, it's not going to be bugs. We'll be seeing probably ice crystals flying around. They're also reflective. And like I say, by using the infrared camera, I am being able to distinguish the differences and trying to share you some of these follies with you. So I tried to get both with the telescope the other day. I got a nice shot of Saturn, actually. I'll get more of Saturn for you guys now that I'm finally focusing on Saturn, but not too much, right? Just I do want to get a view up for you guys. This is with the Nikon P900, but hang on, it's blurry, and I'm showing you this for a reason. I know I'll get a lot of flack on this video, but the whole video is blurry basically from the beginning too, until you see what I got with the scope, which is pretty good for the first attempts, you know, when you think of it. But this is with the P900. I was not able to focus properly, so there was something, you know, causing a lot of flack, you know, for me to be able to get a clear shot of Saturn. Saturn's beautiful, right? I've never really viewed Saturn. I've been concentrating on all, like, you know, a bunch of other planets and stuff like that. It's not very close, but I was able to get it clear with the 14-inch telescope. It's beautiful. I promise to get it more often, try to film it more often when I can, but I did want to get it up for you guys, a quickie, so you can get a view of it to see what it looked like. But there's something up in the sky, high up, that was flying around, whether it be snow or not, like I showed before. It was just something that, you know, ice crystals or something. You know, a lot of people pass off UFOs and stuff, everything's a UFO, but not everything is a UFO. I understand that, and I'm not here to prove anything different. I'm just here to show you that there are UFOs, possibly carbon monoxide seen with infrared spectrum, at the end of my finger, like they do with the companies to look to see if there's any leaks in a company. Well, that's often what you'll see, is that those lines wavering around. And again, fascinating, the Venus was behind me. This is Venus, as they say, in focus, and meaning quite simply that you see, you know, the crescent moon, because that's Venus is just like the moon, looks just like the 12 mysterious crop circles in the town of Howick, Quebec in 2002, August. It was reported, it was on CBS News. Concentric pattern formation, they were supposedly placed, 12 crop circles. Look what's around this town, okay? This is Howick, where my bus run used to go. I'm going to zoom out for you to give you an idea of how deep this town is by itself, where these 12 crop circles landed on a farm. Look at that. That is literally, yep, I'm out in the boonies. This is where I live. Well, not in Howick, but I'm very close to Howick, and this is in the southern part of Quebec. So, you know, look at MUFON went to investigate here. This is in the Laurentians in Saint-Lin in Quebec, right here. Look at the crop circle. I'm talking in comparison to what I caught with the UFO flying over the house there. Look at the notches that you can see in that image on top. This is all credits to MUFON Quebec. These are all images from MUFON Quebec that are on the crop circles website. I just wanted to show you that very quickly, that they had talked about that, and it's real. I don't have anything against any UFO association. It's just that I've always been doing my thing on my own, because I've got a lot of haters come my way. But here's in Switzerland, guys. I mean, it's an image that's on Wikipedia. Everyone's seen it probably. But I just want you to get an idea of the circles that were there, that we saw. Were probably like the smallest circle that you see there, here in my end. But this is in Switzerland. And look at the size of the people in those circles. If it wasn't for my amazing community, this channel wouldn't even exist. Thanks a whole bunch, everyone. I really appreciate it. Slow disclosure is in progress. More information will be coming, a lot more. Bye.
Houston, say again, please.